Hey guys, this is your girl Wakeji Kamore and welcome to Reflections by Wakeji Kamore. We are still in the book of Job and today we are going to be reading Job chapter 21. I'm going to be reading from the easy to read version. I hope that you have read this chapter for yourself. At least you know what is happening, and in this chapter Job is answering, or rather Job is speaking, and this is what it says. Chapter 21. Then Job answered, "Listen to what I say. Let this be your way of comforting me. Be patient while I speak. Then after I have finished speaking, you may make fun of me. My complaint is not against people. There is a good reason why I am not patient. Look at me and be shocked. Put your hand over your mouth and stare at me in shock. When I think about what happened to me, I feel afraid and my body shakes. Why do evil people live long lives? Why do they grow old and successful? They watch their children grow up and they live to see their grandchildren. Their homes are safe and free from fear. God does not punish them. Their bulls never fail to mate, and their cows have healthy calves. They send their children out to play like lambs, and their children dance around. They sing and dance in the sound of harps and flutes. Evil people enjoy success during their lives, and they go to their graves without suffering. They say to God, 'Leave us alone. We don't care what you want us to do.' And they say, 'Who is God all-powerful? We don't need to serve him. It will not help to pray to him.' Oh God, evil people don't make their own success. Of course, evil people don't make their own successes. I would never follow their advice. But how often does God blow out their light? How often does trouble come to them? How often does God get angry with them and punish them? Does God blow them away as the wind blows straws, or as strong winds blows the grain husks? But you say God is saving their punishment for their children. No, let God punish the evil people themselves so that they will know what they have done. Let them see their own punishment. Let them feel the anger of God all-powerful. When their lives is finished and they are dead, they will not care about the family they leave behind." Well, that makes sense actually. Job is like, see, God punished tu watu wenye walikosea. Why keep it for their children? Then they will just do something wrong and die, and they won't care about the family they leave behind. They should be the one who gets punished. I am actually with Job there. No one can teach God anything he doesn't already know. God judges even those in high places. One person dies after living a full and successful life, and a life completely safe and comfortable, with a body that is well fed and bones that were still strong. But another person dies after a hard life that has made them bitter and never having enjoyed anything good. And in the end, both of these people will lie together in the dirt, and their worms will cover them both. But I know what I am thinking, and I know what you want to hurt me, and I know but I know what you are thinking, and I know that you want to hurt me. You might say, "Show me a good man's house. Now show me where evil people live." Surely you have talked with travelers. Surely you will accept their stories. Evil peoples are spared when disaster comes. They survive when God shows his anger. No one criticizes them to their face for how they lived. No one punishes them for the evil they have done. When they are carried to the grave, they will have someone to watch over the place they are buried. So even the soil in the valley will be pleasant for them, and thousands of people will join their funeral processions. So your empty words are no comfort to me. There is no truth in all that you answer. Wow. One of the things that I feel in this chapter is, number one, Job has a right to feel the way he's feeling. He's feeling like evil people live a better life. And sometimes I have felt like that. I felt like people who are the ones bribing huku inje, they're the ones succeeding, they're driving big cars. Me, I'm huku trying to do business the right way, and I'm just over here, People have big houses. Me, I'm still renting. Me, I'm still, it feels like sometimes that evil people do better than than people who are doing well, like people who are not evil. And I mean, in this chapter, Job refutes Zophar and questions God's justice. He is angered by Zophar's accusations and challenges his simplicity in understanding the suffering of the suffering and justice. He points out that the wicked often seem to prosper when the righteous suffer. He raises doubts about the friend's explanation and apparent randomness of the divine providence. I feel like I feel Job, honestly, I do. I feel like sometimes it just feels like the evil people are doing better. And sometimes even when you look at the people who die, it feels like the people who are good die faster and then they leave the ones that are really bad, doing absolutely harmful things, That's how it feels. But one of the things that I like about the Word of God is that even when we don't fully understand what is happening, is that we can know that God has a plan, that these things are not happening behind God's back. It's not like he doesn't see those things happening, that he sees them. And sometimes it's because that we do not know the eternal reward. We don't know the eternal reward. We know what we can see. We know the ones we can see, which is here on earth. We don't know what will happen in heaven. We don't know the kind of reward that we will get. And even if we read it in the Bible, it's not something that we can relate with as we relate with success and wealth and the things that are happening here, because this is where we are at. But what if we actually knew, or what if God actually revealed to us the reward that is waiting for us for being righteous? I think that would change our perspective. But for now, we need to just trust that God has a plan, and that God knows that those that are righteous, that they seemingly feel like they're doing worse than those that are not righteous, but that God knows that, and that God is not a God who is unjust, that God is just, and that he will reward the righteousness of his people. Thank you so much for listening, and see you tomorrow.